Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about promos in collection boxes and just promos in general that can actually help you build up a collection that has a great ROI. And I know in one of my previous videos where I was talking about how I generally had a lot of great ROI and return on investment over 9K, I was saying don't really get into collection boxes unless they have good promos. And today I kind of want to talk about some of those promos that I think are really worth investing in. Now, these aren't the ones I'm showing right now, aren't ones that I want to recommend. I just want to show you guys the power of good promos. As you can see at the beginning of this year, this collection box was sitting at 300. Now it looks like sold at around 670, right? And that's because this collection box has some of the most sought after Sun and Moon promos. You have the Espeon and Deoxys, you have the Umbreon and Darkrai, and these are shooting up in price right now. And this is just going to keep happening with future promos that are really, really solid. And now that we have this kind of proof point almost, right, that certain promos, if they're strong enough, can carry a collection box, a tin, or something like that, we kind of know that we can put more faith into it, right? And so that is really important for making future predictions. But first, as always, I want to start off with things that I don't think are going to see that growth. Guys, do not FOMO into buying these kind of really like junk premium collection boxes. I do not think this Cynthia's Garchomp box has a good promo. I think all the ancillary stuff you get with it kind of sucks. The pack selection is decent. I mean, you get some destined rivals, but ultimately this is just not going to hold up as well in the long term, and it's just not worth buying tons of this to store away. I'm gonna be honest, I think you should just rip this. If you find this at MSRP, just rip it and have fun. Don't seal this away to sell later. It's not going to be a great investment. Same with the Iono's Belly Bowl collection. This one's even worse, I would say, because I think it's Journey Together. And like the pack selection is not bad. You will have fun ripping this. It's just not going to do amazing in the long term. So I would avoid things like this, especially since the promos are just kind of generic full arts. It's pretty okay. Blooming Waters, actually, now I might get some heat for this. I think Blooming Waters is in a similar boat. The promos are pretty bad. All things considered, I think the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle are cute, but nobody really cares about these EXs. And the only thing you're really buying this is for the pack, because you're getting a pretty good pack to price ratio. I think like you can get these for 100, and you're spending a little under 10 per pack, which is pretty good, especially if you're going to break these down. But again, I wouldn't really buy these to hold sealed, right? The promos here are not going to be carrying the set. It's just the pack per price value. And if that's what you're chasing, I would actually recommend booster bundles, because those are going to be more liquid, there's going to be easier to store, etc., etc. Now let's move on to some products that I would actually recommend if you're looking to get into collection boxes and you want to find promos that are actually good. And again, we're going to be going from kind of like what I would recommend least to what I'd recommend most. So stick around to the end of the video to see what I really think is going to pop off. First, we have the Kingdra... Wait, why are the promos backwards? Okay, I don't think that's how it's supposed to look. First, we have the Kingdra EX Special Illustration collection. Let me find the promo for you guys here. So this is what the promo looks like. It's a very, very nice promo. I actually graded a few of these and sold a few of them because I think the card just looks amazing. I could definitely see this increasing in price over time. And so this is not a bad buy, but unfortunately at the price it's at, you did kind of miss out if you didn't buy this at MSRP, right? Like as you can see, it was really low and it's just jumped up recently. So I don't think Shrouded Fable is going to get much reprints, but if they do reprint it, they're probably going to reprint this because this seems to be pretty popular, right? And again, the packs that you're getting in here are really bad. Nobody's buying these for the packs. They're buying them only for the promo, and so you're definitely taking on more risk. Same with this Greninja promo. Okay, it actually shows it this time. I don't know why I didn't for the Kingdra box. This Greninja is one of the best Greninja cards we've ever gotten. I think maybe even better than the Twilight Masquerade one, if only like second to that, right? And so this is definitely a good box to pick up in general. But again, we're dealing with Shrouded Fable packs. Not amazing. Not amazing. And so I don't know if I'd go all in on this. I don't think it's going to do bad long term. Like if 2 years down the line, I think people will look back and be like, "Oh, that's a cool Greninja promo. Maybe I'll pick that up for $200." But is it going to be, is it going to be like the previous, tag team Umbreon and Darkrai stuff we saw earlier? I don't think so. I just don't see it. And so I would personally probably skip on this. Now, if you watched my last video on best investments under $100, this is a familiar face, Paldea Evolved Elite Trainer box. And you might think, wait, this is not a collection box. Yes, I'm kind of talking about promos here, so I know this is technically cheating, but I think the promo in this is really, really good. It has Pikachu, has all three SV starters, and it has a very cute promo. Very good. Plus, the packs in here are actually really fire. Paldea Evolved, obviously, as a set, is blowing up right now. I think the ETB is going to follow the booster box, and I also don't think we're going to get many ETB reprints. I don't think Pokemon likes reprinting ETBs as much. I think if we get more Paldea Evolved reprints, obviously that has a less chance of getting those reprints because it's an older set. But if we do get them, I think it's going to be in the form of bundles or some kind of, more collection boxes or, whatever, or like in these kind of like generic things with a bunch of different variety packs. So honestly, I don't think this is a bad pickup for the current price. I'm sure if you look locally, you can probably find some better deals like 80 to 90 bucks. I think this has a good promo. Same with the Obsidian Flames. This one's a little worse in terms of pack selection. I don't think people like Obsidian Flames as a set, but the ETB actually looks really good, and the promo I think is actually better than the Paldea Evolved one. And again, we're kind of reaching the end of the print window for Obsidian Flames. I think in next year, these things are going to be out of rotation. So if you want to pick these up, I think now is the time. Speaking of good promos, Journey Together PC ETBs. Guys, I'm not going to stop shilling these. I think these are an amazing pickup. They are the second cheapest Pokemon Center ETB. They have an amazing Ends Zorua Pokemon stamped promo inside. Guys, that Ends Zorua is very cute. I've already showed this before, but this is one of the cutest promos we've gotten, probably one of the best ETB promos we've gotten, and the fact that it's in such a cheap box right now, cheap, right, in relation to the fact that it's a Pokemon Center box, like, if you're thinking of getting Prismatic for 110, a normal Prismatic ETB for 110, I would probably put that money towards Journey Together PC ETBs. Yeah, now these might get reprinted. We don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but anything could happen, I guess, technically. So I think these are a good pickup. Anyway, let's end the ETBs. Let's get back into collection boxes. And here we get to the Pikachu and Zekrom GX Premium Collection. You get some Evolving Skies in this. You get some Chilling Rain. Battle Styles is okay. But overall, you get some pretty good packs in here. I don't think the promo is amazing. It looks okay. It's like a gold card with Pikachu and Zekrom. Obviously, the black and white set might maybe even give some more hype to this in general. But overall, it's seen really good growth this year. I think if you bought it, back a year or two ago, you're definitely doing really well on this. Is it a bad time to buy in now? Maybe. It has Evolving Skies though, so it's kind of hard to go wrong with that. I just don't think the promo is doing the heavy lifting in this specific box, unfortunately. I think it's mainly the Evolving Skies. And so I would actually recommend this over Blooming Waters and stuff, but I don't think I would recommend it over the stuff I'm about to show you. And the next 6 items I have here, I think, are must buys if you have the capital and you're interested in promos like that. And remember, you don't have to invest into collection boxes. This is just an option for if you want to. These are the ones I recommend. Crown Zenith Tins. First off, Crown Zenith is one of the best sets. Okay, so the fact that you're getting booster packs, plus you're getting a Shinji Kanda Galarian Moltres promo. This promo is beautiful. This is an insanely good promo. And it's, let's see, it's around 50 bucks. 50 bucks for one of the best promos. Sword and Shield era. Galarian Moltres. Super cool design. Super amazing art by Shinji Kanda. And you get some Crown Zenith packs to go along with it. I think this is a no-brainer pickup. And this kind of applies similarly to the Articuno, the Galarian Articuno. This one's a little less expensive, and the Galarian Zapdos. I think this one is around the same price as the Moltres. Personally, I think the Moltres is the best one out of these 3, but I don't think you're really going wrong by picking up any of these. I think all of these arts are pretty good. I think the Moltres is my favorite out of them, but yeah, I think all of them are really good pickups. But yeah, I think these promos are really, really solid, and I think they could do well long term. If you guys have seen the Hidden Fates ETBs, they're just soaring recently. You know, the glass stained birds that comes inside that ETB, really, really popular. Even though there's a million of them at PSA 10, there's like 20K or something, which is an insane population. That's not normal. The fact that they're still holding up that price is super, super cool, and I think it gives me more faith to put money into these collection tins. Anyway, let's move on to the single best collection box that I would recommend right now for your money. That is the Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon VMAX Premium collections. Guys, you get 2 promos in each one of them, and each of the promos are also amazing. Insane value, plus you get Fusion Strike, you get Evolving Skies, and I think you get Lost Origin? Or is that Lost Origin? I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me, but you are getting some of the best pack selection in all of Sword and Shield era. You're getting 2 amazing promos from each of them. Like, I don't know what to say. This is kind of a no-brainer. I think this is going to have similar movement to the tag team boxes I was talking about earlier in the video at the very beginning. Obviously, evolutions are super popular. Evolving Skies is one of the best sets ever created in the history of Pokemon. Fusion Strike is also one of the best sets of the Sword and Shield era. And yeah, I think in terms of if you want collection boxes to display and you just kind of like collecting them, I don't think you can go wrong with these. I mean, I love this Jolteon jumping up. Jolteon is one of my favorite evolutions for sure. I love the Vaporeon like kind of curled up here. Really, really cute stuff. The Flareon is just so fluffy. Look at him. Yeah, I don't know. These promos are so good. And I think if you are really looking to invest into promos and you want to see the same growth that Sun and Moon is currently seeing with a lot of their promos, like I don't know if you guys have seen the Mewtwo and Mew promo has just gone nuclear. It's gone parabolic in its growth. I think these ones might be next. If not for the promos, let's say you don't think the promos are all that. Just the pack selection in here is kind of insane too, and I think the promos are gonna age beautifully. And yeah, I think I would maybe. It looks like Vaporeon kind of is the one edging out and is the clear winner here in terms of like what is the most popular. But yeah, as you can see, all of these have had insane growth: 82% over the year, 88% over the year, and 75%. Right, so like just really good growth all around. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as buying a booster box. Booster boxes just are always going to have the best ROI. That's kind of how it rolls. But if you're interested in investing to some of these promos that you think look cool, I think I don't think these are bad to pick up. And yeah, that's kind of the video. Let me know if you guys agree, if there's any collection boxes maybe I missed or promos that I missed. But other than that, take care, and I'll see you guys later.